Harry L. Morrison, Black theoretical physicist. Harry Morrison is a professor of physics at the University of California, Berkeley, where he studies quantum physics and its application to fluid dynamics. He directs the Lawrence Hall of Science, where he works to improve science instruction in grades K through 12, and is co-founder of the Mathematics, Engineering, and Science Achievement Program, which helps prepare minority high school students for college science courses. Harry Morrison was born on October 7, 1932, in Halls Hill, Virginia. Harry's parents, Ethel and Charles Morrison, worked as servants on a nearby estate. Charles Morrison had a lifelong interest in machinery and shared this interest with Harry by working with him in his home workshop and also visiting airfields in Virginia to learn about aircraft engines. Morrison attended John M. Langston Elementary School, a segregated school with only 6 grades. The school was not able to provide a very good education, but his parents supplemented the lessons with assignments at home. When he was 10, his father started an auto repair shop, and Harry was able to learn more about machinery by watching his father work. Morrison continued his education after 6th grade at a school for African American students near Washington National Airport in Virginia, and then transferred to Armstrong Technical High School in Washington, D.C. He did not do well at first. During his 2nd year, he began to lose interest in his studies and received a failing grade in geometry. The failure became a turning point for Morrison, shocking him into applying himself more seriously to his schoolwork. He retook the geometry class and earned an A-, and continued to do well in other classes as well. Morrison's parents could not afford to send him to college, so after high school he started working. He worked as a janitor, but soon got a much better job at the Library of Congress. Shortly thereafter, he applied and was accepted to Catholic University in Washington, D.C. Morrison joined the Reserve Officers Training Corps, ROTC, to help finance his education. He graduated in 1955 with a degree in chemistry, mathematics, and philosophy, and was allowed to defer his military service by working at the National Institute of Health in Bethesda, Maryland. The research he conducted concerning chemical transport through living cells could also be applied to the requirements for an advanced degree at Catholic University. After 15 months at NIH, Morrison decided to return to school full-time. He earned his doctoral degree in 1960, performing research on the interactions between individual atoms involving the theoretical mathematical concepts of quantum physics. In 1961, the U.S. Air Force called Morrison into active duty. He was assigned to the Air Force Academy in Colorado, where he was an assistant professor of physics until 1964. Around this time, he married Harriet Brock. After finishing his tour of duty, Morrison joined the Lawrence Radiation Laboratory, now the Lawrence Livermore National Laboratory in Berkeley, California, where he studied how substances interact at very low temperatures. The laboratory is administered by the University of California, and in 1972, he transferred to the Berkeley campus to join the physics department faculty. At UC Berkeley, Morrison has continued his studies of quantum theory. His broad educational background has allowed him to expand his roles in other areas as well. As director of the Lawrence Hall of Science, he has developed a series of hands-on laboratory exercises for elementary and middle school students, and as assistant dean for the College of Letters and Science, he oversees courses in literature and philosophy. Citations are in the description.